Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Saturday, October 11th, 2025. Hopefully you're having a wonderful weekend. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. It's a long weekend here. Hopefully you're having a great time. Thank you for being here, by the way. I love you guys so very much. We're going to go right into this read. You know you could switch the genders and the roles if you need to, okay? That's okay. Genders and signs are only energy anyway, so just place it where it belongs. And please use your higher wisdom and discernment. Don't take on other people's storylines, okay? We're only here to confirm what you already know, so don't take on any storylines that aren't yours. Thank you for all the love and support you give me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Where are we going to go with this one? Spirit guides. There we go. Awareness in reverse. 1. So that's Magician in reverse. This is a lot of lies, illusions, deception. Somebody was two-faced. It could have been using magic, corrupt. They don't have all the resources they need, whoever this is. Oh boy. Or somebody didn't take any action when they know they should have. Or somebody that doesn't have a direct connection with source, and they're certainly not using their higher wisdom, or they're trying to interfere with yours. Bottom of the deck, ooh, love begins. Someone's in their emotions. Somebody could be trying to love spells on you. Somebody's in their emotions. They want to get a rise out of you, I just heard. This is a new beginning, new opportunities. This is love, self-love, new love, true love. Somebody's very emotional. They can't stand their ground. So somebody was trying to attack you. They made up allegations that were unfounded, accusations that were unfounded. They wanted you competing with them or fighting with them. Yeah. Somebody has no protection or no defense for what they've done. They're feeling overwhelmed and defeated. They could be cut off from God. God could have turned his back on whoever this is. I just did one read where a higher level soulmate did the worst, and they've been demoted to karmic. That could be it too. Patience and planning. Well, they didn't plan well, and they certainly weren't patient, right? Not wanting to take accountability is not going to go anywhere. This is they didn't want to radically accept something. 7-7, by the way, if this resonates. Out of control. They didn't want to heed the warnings. They didn't want to stop doing what they were doing. So it is what it is. It's not going to go anywhere. The heart chakra is closed off. That's what they wanted, power and control. 4 is the Emperor in reverse. Male or female. Okay, it's somebody that's very distorted. They only cared about their image and what money could buy or how they look in front of people. They wanted power and control, or to look like they have power and control. They certainly didn't want to put the work in. They gave away their power, their authority. They abused their authority. This is a bully and a tyrant. Wanting power and control. They were in their ego, in their pride, very arrogant. Now there's a big emotional loss here. It's a divine. It's a higher power. They're going through it because they chose a doppelganger. So it's the first, as opposed to a divine feminine energy who this is a non-binding contract. They got into a contract with a karmic as opposed to the divine feminine energy, and it's not going to be recognized here. This is a doppelganger. Wanting power and control. They're not feeling, so they're trying to get out of it right now because they're feeling what? Ashamed. They know they're not going to win here. They wanted, this third party wanted material harvest. They wanted to be this divine being, male or female. And it looks like it blew up in their faces. So it's off the same read or the same energy. I mean, there's thousands of different energies. I was feeling that in the last read, so bear with me. A lot of people might be going through something similar. Somebody tried to take the piss and tried to impersonate you or have a power of attorney over you. Totally devalue you as a man or a woman. It could be any gender, remember that. Awareness, 1 in reverse, a lot of manipulation, magic. Some of you want to get off their ass and do the work. Well, the divines cut it off here. They're in their emotions. They thought they were going to go towards the land of milk and honey, or this karmic is now on their ass because, oh, there's a card that shouldn't be in here, because your partner's finally woken up. It could be that way too. It's time to move on. Yeah, you moved on. Or it's time for them to move on, and they're leaving this karmic behind. They woke up to the spell work, if that's what happened. Some people knew about it, okay? There is an ex here that knew about it. They went along with it. They were inured with the dark, and that's where they can stay. Awareness, 1 in reverse. Where are we going with this? 1-1 is not funny. Huh? It's a circle of drama. Your social circle is full of dramatic changes. I think people got themselves, they got other people to do their dirty work for them, spellcasters, cults, covens, secret societies, whatever this was. And they're getting some karma too. They're getting their knuckles wrapped, and they're not happy because they're finding out the truth here. Yeah, they want a safe space. They're looking for a safe space, or they're not happy that you are a safe space, a place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. This is self-love. The divine is, you've got peace here. They don't. This is a past life echo. So this third party and or this past life soulmate of yours came from a past life. This happened before. You never got the chance to rectify this or end it completely. And they followed you into this life. Who knows? It could be multiple lifetimes as labyrinth here. You know what I mean? You were stuck in the middle of this constantly. Now you found your way out and you're in a safe place. Some connections or feelings feel like echoes from the past. And why it feels so like the connection is so real is because it's from a past life soulmate. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a good soulmate. Okay, it's from a past life, and that's why you feel this connection. Protective shell. So it's either you or your past person. They're in a protective shell. Someone's keeping their true emotions hidden for self-protection because somebody they're dealing with or you were dealing with had ulterior motives. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. Yeah, the supportive circle. So somebody got into your supportive circle and tried to turn them around against you. Take it for whatever it is. And or this is the supportive circle of your past person. You will encounter people who truly care and support you. Shared experiences. People who've gone through similar things. Shared experiences deepen the bond between you and others. Or maybe this is how they got into contact with these people, saying that bullshit lies about you. And these people, they got paid to say lies about you. This is breaking news. It might be on the news. It might be newsworthy. Surprising revelation will shift your perspective. So this whole crowd is waking up to the truth as to what this was all about. It's a karmic lesson. It's a double standard. If it was done to them, oh heck no. But it was okay if it was done to you, right? It's being balanced out here. Balanced. In a past life, they could have really done you dirty. And that's why they're getting hit hard, even harder now. Right? And they're going, well, I only did this and that. I didn't merit this much. Yeah, you did. In a past life, you did. Somebody attached something to you. They have attachment issues. Issues of attachment, either excessive or fearful, may arise. So this was a bad influence. They were influenced by other people, by a group, cult, coven, secret society, or practitioners. Someone is having a negative influence on your life. Yours or theirs. Yeah, jealousy issues. Jealousy may be affecting your relationship. Friendships. Yeah, this has something to do with a friend, too. This could be one of your friends wanting to be you, or one of their friends wanting to be you. Take it for whatever that is, okay? Keeping up appearances. They're trying to, keeping up appearances and acting like everything is fine, and they know it's not, because the noose is noosing. It's tightening around their necks. How dare you? I don't know who these people think they are. You know, you can't fool God. You can't. So awareness, 1 in reverse, and it's the circle of drama. Somebody thrives on drama. Everywhere they go, it's drama. It's not healthy. How can they say they're healthy and they're loving and they're kind and they're, yeah, that's toxic. What did I just say? They're toxic. Heavy duty. A situation's about to explode. Ish is about to pop off and go up in flames. This is a hater. There's going to be a fake apology. This could be your past person or the third party. They're trying to keep you a secret. They hate nothing about you. So they came after you. This was a bad choice. Damn right it was, with your fake friends or their fake friends. Everything's falling apart. It is what it is. They're all haters. You have to be a hater to get on a bandwagon and come after people like this. You have to be a fucking hater. Yeah, there's no two ways about it, right? And that's going to reflect in their life. Trust and believe. You live your life as a hater, it's going to reflect in your life. Awareness, 1 in reverse, circle of drama and toxicity. Very toxic. Right? They even smell toxic. See that perfume? What I mean is, some people wear perfume or colognes that are just really not nice. They assail you. They assail your nose, your oral factory. Other people. This could be also somebody that doesn't want people wearing perfume because they say they're allergic and they're really not. They just don't want you smelling better than them. Wow. This is awareness here. Denial. They're being denied and they're in denial. They're denying the disrespect. They're being denied because of the disrespect. Okay, nothing to lose. A narcissist, of course. They're in regret. They're regretting they hooked up with this person. They didn't act with integrity. Something to do with a vehicle. They could have got pulled over. They're dope sick and going through withdrawals. Someone's very conceited and in their ego. This was a crusade hate train, what'd I tell you? They were showing off and bragging about a wedding, a fake wedding, your wedding, somebody else's wedding. They were trying to control something. Passion. Your siblings are involved or somebody else's siblings are involved. They're a hood rat for the streets. Apathy, meaning they have no ability to feel. They're apathetic. No sympathy, no apathy, no empathy. Poser and a doppelganger. So they can't be a divine being and say they love, love, love. They're a poser, doppelganger. They're a narcissist. They don't feel. Something to do with a courthouse, a commitment, a spouse. You're too intelligent. There's surveillance here. False surveillance. Power hungry. This person's false and power hungry. Something to do with a house and a condo. And they're going to jail and prison. And there's something to do with money as well. And they're unemployed or they're trying to make you unemployed. And they're blaming you for everything. Because they're bitter. They're a bitter Betty. A bitter Bob. You know what I mean? They're a con man or a woman. They got caught up. They hate the fact that you're a confident human being. They have low self-esteem. And they're thirsty and delusional. Look at that. And they exploit people in situations. And it's all being examined here. People are examining. They need their heads examined. So everybody's going back into the past and maybe re-examining everything that was said and done. And they're horrified. They got caught up in this bull crap, right? I don't know. Awareness, one in reverse, circle of drama, toxic or denial. They're denying they're toxic? Oh no, they're highly toxic. They reek of toxicity. They're highly delusional as well. What's the message, please, Spirit? They're in their emotions because you're in a safe place. You are a safe place. And this is about to pop off. They're very disrespectful. People are getting tired of their disrespect. Oh boy, 4 needles. You're at peace. They're contemplating, praying, strategizing how to get out of a situation. You're at peace ever since you overcame, persevered, put up boundaries. Not a one's beneath that. So you're at peace and they're paranoid. They're defensive. Seems like they're fighting everybody and everyone. Okay. Thank you. Queen of Potions. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs. It's me, 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 me. Needy, needy, needy. What about me? They did this to me. It's always somebody else's doing, right? Somebody has hidden addictions. They're very neglectful if they're a parent. They want, but they're not willing to put the work in. They're very unstable, unbalanced emotionally. They use emotions to get their way because they don't feel it. They emote it. They just play act. They see other people have used those emotions. They got what they wanted. So that's what they did. They use emotions. They make you feel guilty. They blackmail you with emotions, but they're superficial, shallow, and selfish at the heart of it. They're a coward at the heart of this. They don't care who they hurt as long as they get what they want. Overarching energy, the star. So they're not in their north node. This is, oof. No protection, no faith. People are losing faith in this person. They could be sick, feeling ashamed of themselves. They're losing hope, and this is not wish fulfillment. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment. They certainly don't want this coming out into the open. This is a 3 of Cups. They spread egregious gossip. They're parting ways with a third party. This is not wish fulfillment. Or a group, cult, coven, secret society. They were spreading egregious gossip. There will be no reconciling. They're losing hope to reconcile with you. The party's off. There's nothing to celebrate here. Not happy. The truth has come out. That's why they got to face their shadow, face their fears. They can't hide this any longer. It's the Moon in reverse. Ace, what is this? Sorry, Ace of, yeah, they stole money, missed opportunities, lost their spiritual gifts. This is not their blessing. They're in debt. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The truth is out. They're only out at, they lost their, people have lost their spiritual gifts, lost money. They try to steal from you, or whatever this is. Missed an opportunity with your spiritual high-ranking person. I don't know. Ace of Potions. This Ace of Cups is not love. No true love, no self-love, no emotional fulfillment or happiness, no emotional support. Somebody is not emotionally intelligent, by the way. There's no peace here. They were just draining you or others, whatever this is heartless and cruel, show no compassion. They're unable to love. This is the Four of Needles. They're scared. This is a scandal. They're scared. They're injured. They're sick. They don't wish to heal. They're scattered. They can't eat or sleep. This is a gold digger and a cloud chaser. King of Pentacles in reverse. Money motivated. Get rich quick schemes. They're very jealous of you, by the way. Codependent, clingy, very jealous, materialistic, lazy, a bully, only cared about their image, spendthrift, and very corrupt. They love to spend money, but other people's. It's easy to spend other people's money, right? Yeah, wanting your unalive here. This is a change, death. You're the Phoenix rising. They wanted to change because the Lovers was beneath that. So they wanted to exchange the real higher level soulmate for the karmic. Or this is the karmic wanting to do this. This is greed. This is whatever this was out of Six of Presents, Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving, prioritizing other people to get to balance this out. So off of your unalive, maybe they were going to pay other people if they got the job done. Or they were pay themselves, right? So this was a bad investment, misappropriation of funds. There could have been an inheritance, an actual inheritance or life insurance that they were going to pay themselves. This was misappropriation of funds, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't want anybody investing in you. They were investing elsewhere, giving and receiving, prioritizing other people, getting paid out of this. People are getting paid to do this or do something. This is the end of the road. They can't go any further. They spent a lot of money on whatever this is, and they have to relocate. Yeah, on magic, on bullshit. Yeah, it's a lot of lies, illusions, deception, manipulations. They don't have all the resources they need. They're falling short. Somebody was wearing a mask, two-faced, right, out of control. They're unfocused. They're out of control. They have no power. They can't manifest. They can't transmute and alchemize. So whatever this is, it's coming home to roost. They can't alchemize. Oh boy, they can't protect themselves here. Seven of Wands in reverse. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. They have no protection. I can't make this up. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. They are scared. Nine of Swords in reverse. So they have no protection. People have been doing spell work on you, against you, or against your partner without any protection. Nothing's happening. They can't alchemize or transmute. They can't manifest any longer. They made allegations and accusations about you that were unfounded, wanting to attack you, wanting you to compete and compare yourself to them. So maybe you could look crazy or whatever. They're still trying to justify and rationalize what they've done. You're not worried. You're not worried. They can't block you any longer or block this past person. What was going on here? A lot of manipulation. Two-faced, right? The Hierophant, the Divine's here. Divine stepped in. This is divine intervention. You could have a platform. This could be an institution's getting involved as well. This is a belief system. You're spiritually high-ranking. King of Swords. This could be law and order, somebody with authority, CEO, male or female, place the genders where it belongs. Could be Archangel Michael. Defending you, protecting you. Somebody with authority. This could be you, male or female. You're being protected. You could have a platform. You're speaking your truth. This is a truth speaker. You're not You're very learned. You're not suffering fools gladly, that's for sure. Yeah, letting something go, letting go. They're not holding you back. They can't restrict you. They can't attach anything to you. They're not renting space in your head. You're free. You're not worried. Eight of Swords in reverse. They can't keep you trapped. So they can, oh, look at that. She's sewing an arm on. It's like a scarecrow. Somebody was building themselves off of you and your energy, and they're going to have to let this go. They needed to hold on to your energy for them to pull this off. They're not happy here. It's lack of truth or clarity. They were doing stuff in the dark, the sun reverse. They're sick. They're not happy. They know that you don't trust them any longer, or other people are no longer trusting them. They're empty-headed. Wow. Nothing but a numbskull you're dealing with. It's too many here. There could be an arrest, illumination, letting go and letting God. They're now figuring it out. They can't sacrifice you. They can't hold you back. You overcame. This is illumination. They have to surrender, let something go, release something. Yeah, as a third party. They wanted your partner to let go of a higher level soulmate connection, or they don't want to let go. You overcame. You're going into a new partnership, maybe. It could be a romance, could be a friend, could be a family member, it could be work. Just remember that. You've ascended. You made the right choices here. This is the Eight of Candles. Yeah, this is bad news. No communication. There's a backfire here. Something to do with a contract. There's no communication. You're a high priestess. They kept something secret from you. You're highly intuitive. You're very wise. This is wise counsel. Male or female, you could be a reader, spiritualist. You don't have to be. But you're not speaking to them. They try to stop your forward motion. But you do have a direct connection with Source here. You're very balanced between your dark and light energies, masculine and feminine energies. They thought they could do this without all in secret. Hang on to your energy. They'll play you behind your back to pull this off. But you've ascended. You made the right choices here. And that's thwarted everything. Because you're highly intuitive. That's why. You're very strong. Intuitively, you're very strong. You're brave. You're courageous. You're resilient. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Somebody secretly wanted control over you. It's the Tower. That's how strong you are. You brought on the Tower. Whatever they were trying to build was, they were building something on a false foundation, giving off a false sense of security and false impressions. So it's going to be a shock. It's going to happen quickly. It's getting torn down. It's a redirect. It is a redirect. It's happening right now, Six of Cups. Or happened in the recent past. People see that you're innocent. This is Seven of Cups. A lot of lies, illusions. This is all illusions. Somebody got tempted or bribed or blackmailed or into doing whatever they were doing. Somebody had multiple options. They wanted too much. They wanted it all for themselves. They made some false promises to people they cannot carry through. There's a lot of illusions, hopeful, wishful thinking, corruption, trying to cover this up. There's a lot of confusion. Yeah, there's going to be some communication here. Truth and clarity is coming through. This is a breakthrough. Ace of Swords. Somebody needs to take accountability for what they've done. Knight of Pentacles beneath that. The truth is they're trying to hold you back. The truth about a payment, about a commitment, about an engagement even. Somebody wants to talk to you about something. They're under divine judgment. It's a long list of offenses I just heard. There's a lot of names on this list. Somebody's rendered a judgment. They want a second chance with you. Yeah, they're blocked. They're paranoid. They're defensive. You overcame, persevered, and you put up boundaries. Nine of Wands in the upright. There's a whole group of people fighting here. There's a lot of conflict, competition, jealousy, strife, and rivalry, drama. A whole list of offenses. Somebody, there's a parting of ways. They're grieving and regretting here. 5-5, by the way, if this resonates. Somebody thought they were higher, they wouldn't be touched. So they were using these people, for these people to do their dirty work to get the karma, and they thought they would never be touched by this karma, but they're finding out wrong. Somebody was reading out of a grimoire or something like that and causing a lot of grief in other people's lives. Some of these people might have lost loved ones and they blamed you for it. It was them behind it. Oh boy. 555. I can't make this up. Got to let this go. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. They held a grudge against you. 5555. 4 fives. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. It could be even physical. Damn. They're losing everything. Their health, their money, their circle, their connections, whatever. They've lost it all. 4 cups. Now they're feeling sorry for themselves. There's this pity party. They're grieving and regretting. They're on the outside looking in. Feeling rejected and abandoned. People aren't interested in hearing what they have to say. They want to come back in from out of the cold, but people are rejecting them left, right, and center. That's what they wanted for you. Ain't going to happen to you. This is the 4 of Candles in reverse, 4 of Wands. They could be facing homelessness. They wanted to make you look unstable. Somebody was non-committal. The party's over. This could be a shit family that's behind this as well. 4-4, if this rings a bell. They're going to lose their business, their stability, their home. They lost their twin. They are not a twin. They're feeling sorry for themselves because they're not a twin. Oh, God. They're not a higher level soulmate connection. They never wanted to get into a committed relationship. They just wanted to play, but they wanted the perks that came along with being in a twin flame connection. I get it. Well, they wanted their karmics. They wanted their side pieces. Let them stay there. Oh, jeez. Where are we going with this? Yeah, this is the 2 of Needles. Yeah, seeing clearly what's going on here. Not in denial. You're not in denial. You let it go for a good reason. You weren't afraid to let it go. Weren't afraid to make a decision. They were targeting you. See that dartboard? There's no more stalemate here. There's no mental conflict. It is what it is. People see it for what it is. They're a fool. And you let go of that fool. They let go. You were innocent. You're having a new beginning here. You're moving forward. You're not taking much with you. They were a fool. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet, and you used your intuition to get by. This is the biggest cup of love in the whole deck, the Queen of Cups. It's unconditional love for yourself as well as for others. You're very generous of spirit and time, energy, emotion, but you're not going to waste it on this fool. No. Not. Hiding and cloaking. So somebody is going to claim they were unaware that you were their partner. They were trying to hide and cloak you. Yeah. They're going to claim they were unaware. I don't know. They didn't want to go within and do that soul work. Somebody doesn't want to be alone. 10 of Candles in reverse. So you let it go. You're not taking on this person's burdens. You're unburdened. You don't have debt. You have no burdens. You have no karma. You got rid of it all. It's not your obligation to help them through, do the work for them, because they didn't want to go within and do that soul work. So it's done. You let them go. They're immature and sincere. They don't want to grow. They always need outside validation. This is somebody that feels entitled. Well, you do the work for me. No, I don't think so. They're not very inspirational or creative. This is a drama starter. They feel entitled to everything. Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. They're doing magic. They were promiscuous. They are into night walkers maybe, or they are one. Take it for whatever it is. They're angry. They're jealous. They're a bully. They're never happy for anybody. They're not independent. They can't create. In the upright, the Queen of Wands, it creates, male or female, but they destroy. This is somebody that's just a hater. Now they're heartbroken. Oh boy. They can't paint you as this person, as them. They're heartbroken. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they have to cut their losses. They're not willing to move on. They don't want to move on. They're trying to dig in their heels. They don't want to move on. They knew this was a losing proposition. The third party, whoever got involved here, they don't want this partner coming back towards you, or you coming back towards this partner. Oh, I see. They're refusing to let go. They're too emotionally invested, trying to be you. So they want you, there's higher level soulmate to come back into your world, but they want you to be the third party, to be used. If not, if it didn't already happen. You know what I mean? They need your energy to fund them and your ex together for this to work out. It's not working out. It is what it is. Knight of Potions, yeah. Somebody's coming towards you with a cup of love. Oh, you know why now. They want to be friends now. You know why now. This is an ex-friend or an ex-partner coming towards you. They want to reconcile. What'd I tell you? Because you can transmute and alchemize, and they can't. You know it's a third-party situation. You're not going to help them. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They can't create. They're not masterful. They're lazy. Don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. They disrespected you for the last time. You're not cooperating with this person. They never helped you in the past. They're hurt for money. This was unfair. They're going to think it's unfair? I don't think so. They're in debt. They try to put you into debt by lying, spreading rumor, gossip, and slander about you. They were very jealous of you. They abused you. They were petty and they were cruel. This is news they don't want to hear. You're not going to help them. Nobody else is going to help them. They try to trap you right now, or they fell into their own trap. It's a bunch of witches falling into, or warlocks, falling into some sort of trap, financial trap. This is the Four of Presents. Yeah, they're greedy and selfish. They don't want to let go. It doesn't serve. They don't want to let go of what doesn't belong to them. Trying to hold you back. They want power and control over you, but you're stable and secure. Oh yeah, they're trying to protect themselves because they know they're getting karma. There we go. They know they can't escape, and they're in hot water. They're in trouble. Six of Swords. Yeah, ending a cycle to begin a new one. You're protected. They know you're protected. They want to come back towards you. After all this time. Knight of Pentacles. You're reliable. You're dependable. You made it to the end. Page of Potions in reverse. They don't care what they've done to you. They're going to come towards you with having an emotional outburst. They're going to have an outburst. They're coming with a gift of some sort. And if you don't take it, if you snub them, they're going to have an emotional outburst. It's not going to go anywhere. They can't overcome this. They're going to have a hissy fit. Or they're being stopped from coming towards you. Because you know there's still a player energy. Right? They are. They committed an injustice. They want to do another injustice to you. You're not going to give them that chance. Nine of Presents. Yeah, they want a life of luxury off your back. Ain't going to happen. Their plans have fell apart. They can't move forward unless they come back towards you for some reason. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's not working out. They don't have the divine backing them, that's for sure. Lack of awareness. They can't take any more action towards you. They're being denied. They're in their emotions. They were trying to do some spell work, some love spells towards you so you could, I don't know, receive them a little bit better. You wouldn't be so angry. I don't know. They're trying to block your intuition. You're a safe space for them. They want to come back towards you, and they want to bring drama with them. F that. They're toxic. Keep them there. Situation's about to pop off. Their disrespect was way too much, and they're being denied. By you, by the divine, by everybody. They're not liking it. That's just too bad. I don't care. I don't like this energy. I just want out of it. Forgive me for rushing, but I don't like this energy. I think they might be watching and they're freaking out because there's no comfort for them. No more comfort. Wow, this came out in reverse. And they okay, you don't want this deck? Okay, I don't blame you. Okay, what else do you want? Oh, wow, I'm hearing a lot of stuff right now. They're nasty, whoever this is. They're going to scream at you, yell at you because you're going to say no. Give me a break. Look what they were doing to you. Unbelievable. They have no recourse. Okay. All that glitters is not good. Okay. Time to go. In reverse, 45, hiding and cloaking. They do not want to heal. They're unaware. They think you're unaware. They don't want you to go. They don't want somebody else to go. Place it where it belongs. They don't want to be alone. They want a leg up from you. Leg up, 34. They want to ride. Hitch a ride on you. Could be traveling and or moving towards you. They need to take accountability. This is radical acceptance. They need to take accountability. It's awareness. You are aware of what they were doing. Now they want a leg up on you, or this is somebody else they were using for a leg up. It's over. Okay? They're not a loyal person. These people aren't loyal. It's over. They're scared. They lost control of a situation. They were never in control. They have no integrity, loyalty, and honesty. They cannot be truthful to you or anybody else. They thought this was never going to end, but it is. It's ending in karma. It's crawling up their ass. Exchanging gifts. Oh boy, I don't want to even go there. They're finding out they have an STD. I don't know. That's what you get when you want a life like that, right? So 45 in reverse. It's just a protection message. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you, and trust in that. So you thought you saw the last of them. They're going to come back around again asking for help. You're going to know exactly what to do. Trust and believe that. So leg up, 34. The essential meanings: receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. The Oracle's message: you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. So that could be for you or someone else. Help is always at hand for you. But I think this person or these people know that, and they're coming with their hand out because they know that you're always being helped along. No matter if they try to dry up your money or affect your health, help is always at hand, miraculously for you, not for them. And that's why they want to come back and ask you for help. So the loyal heart in reverse. Protection message: are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea, or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? So this karmic is actually thinking they are you. Now's the time to look at the outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away Betrayal is only a sign that it is time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you. Make some room. So, I don't know, some of you might be hearing back from your actual partner. Maybe they've gone through the work. I don't know. Maybe they learned their lessons and paid their karma, and they're coming back around, or this is a new partner coming towards you. But clean out the old. Make room for new, because new is coming, no matter if it's a partner or not. Not everybody has that in their future, okay? Not everybody wants that, and I get that. But we definitely have to work with others, okay? Whether it's in your everyday business, whatever you do for life, for a living, whether it's friendship, family, whatever, right? You have to get along with others. We all do. We have to find a way to get along. Even if you're afraid to talk to people because of what they've been doing, you have to let that go and learn to let it go, because not everybody's evil. Not everybody has hidden agendas, and we have to learn to heal from that. So if you're having a problem healing from this, my recommendation, you don't have to listen to me, is to find somebody that can help you, a therapist of some sort, okay? Help is always at hand. It is the way it is. God will not leave you stranded, but you have to let go of your fear if you want to have that ease of letting it all go, of healing. Angels, what's the parting message here? Whoa, that flew. I'm picking up somebody's afraid to live right now. Amon. There may be a friendship that is no longer as strong as it was. Now's the time to repair that friendship. So there are other friendships. So you're afraid to believe in other people. You think that everybody's against you. If that's where you are right now, you might need some therapy. Not everybody's bad. There is obviously a friendship that is still good for you and is meant to be in your world. So you might want to it's not for everybody, okay? If you honestly don't trust, then listen to your intuition. I can't tell you different. You know you know the truth. You know what's best, right? But if it's just for a few of you, okay? Education is a powerful weapon in the right hands. How can you use what you know to accomplish your goals? So somebody had some sort of information about you or the situation, and they try to use it against you. You have information that's going to further your goals. So congratulations, okay? Omael, you have a direct connection with Source. Have patience. Today, your focuses should be production and creation. And Eligos, conflict is around you or is coming soon. However, you are prepared to claim victory. So somebody's coming back around. They want something from you, and they're not going to act very civilly when you say no or when you refuse, right? Them entry or to speak to them or whatever this is, because they feel totally, well, lost and alone. They know they're getting their karma, and they're afraid, and they're looking for you to take on their karma or others. So just be careful. They're coming back around again. Akahia, keep your head down and try to be both serene and busy. Allow your eyes to be opened. You're being protected. You're being shielded. And Daniel, Lion's Den, right? He came out unscathed. Have you a decision to make? Weigh your options with Daniel to find the path. So you're being guided with your decisions, okay? Manukau, contain your anger today and don't get worked up. It's not a big deal anyway. So maybe they want energy from you. They're going to try to get you angry, try to get you upset, try to make you fit into some sort of false narrative they said about you, or that's how they're getting energy or something like that. Just stay calm and cool, because they want to laugh at you. See, that's a crown of thorns right there. They want to laugh at you. They want the last laugh. Nah, you're getting the last laugh. It is what it is. I hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.